Hi, David Gerard here. I'm in Miami, Oklahoma to talk to Rebecca Jen, the Executive Director of the L.E.A.D agency, an environmental organization started here in response to the Tar Creek Superfund site and its cleanup. Rebecca, what are the environmental issues that the L.E.A.D agency is facing right now?
Well, we have several, and the issues that we face with L.E.A.D agency are the Tar Creek Superfund site, and that brings its both environmental and health impacts. Primarily moving a lot of toxic waste.
Chat had been applied to school grounds and
yes.
yards and driveways and things.
Right, and all over Ottawa County, people came and got it. Cities came and got it, did all the alleys, covered them, because it's cheap gravel. And I'm sure no one did it to harm anyone. There was no intention of lead poisoning children, but it did have that effect. So many of the children in this county were lead poisoned, and we really discovered that through the Indian Health Clinic, when a person there went through the files and found that 34% of our Indian children were lead poisoned. He wrote a letter to the EPA and to the state, and the state didn't do anything, but the EPA did. They came up to check to see if his records, what his findings, if they were right. And what EPA found was they were not right, they were worse. The results were worse. Many more children were being lead poisoned, not just Indian children.
And that's how you originally got involved too, as a high school counselor, and the L.E.A.D agency formed.
The L.E.A.D agency came after.
Okay.
The children, the high school students that I was working with at Miami High School, formed a group called the Cherokee Volunteers, and they took on Tar Creek as an issue when the EPA came back and said they were going to do some work here.
What years would that have been?
That would have been in '95. 2 years later, we organized L.E.A.D agency, and we did that to do the work that children can't do, to do the rest of the story, and that is to push in ways that EPA understands, and to be an advocate for children.
So what keeps you going when you don't get many environmental victories?
Well, that's always an issue. If you create, if an industry creates a mess, the standard practice now is to walk away and leave it. Let somebody else clean it up. That's been going on, not only here at Tar Creek, but throughout the country, and these same companies operate worldwide. So it's the model that they use to operate. And what we have to do is bring them to task, bring attention to it, and make them do what they can.
Now, the L.E.A.D agency, you have an annual conference, and
we do.
And the last one, you've kind of expanded into the arts, and what's the purpose there?
This is our 21st National Conference on Tar Creek, and throughout all those years, we have encouraged arts because they touch you in a different way, and what we want to do is make the science that seems so daunting here, the political problems that make paying for this so difficult, we want to give people a chance to, in their own way, show us what they want this place to look like.
You said earlier when I talked to you that there's Tar Creek might make Broadway.
It's the Picher project, and 3 young people came from New York City last year. They'd done a lot of research. They came and actually toured the place after they had done their research. They began writing a musical, and they are having kind of a concert next week in New York City at the Feinstein's 54, and I'm going.
Oh, great.